How did you get into rap music? What age were you?
16. I was 16 years old when I started rapping.
Any musical influences? Anybody that inspired you?
It wasn't really no influences. I really started rapping to be competitive with my big brother. You know what I'm saying? I used to like rapping, but I more so did it because we had a studio in the garage. My big brother and his little crew had their little sessions and all that. And every time I go in the garage, you feel me, like they wouldn't include me, you feel me? So I went to go start my little crew and start rapping and all that, you feel me? So I really did it just to more so battle my big brother, but then it just became more than a battle, you know what I'm saying? So.
Why didn't you guys just work together eventually?
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was just the beginning stages of me coming from being a football player, basketball player in high school, whatever the case may be, and being in the streets, all of a sudden I want to rap with Big Brother and him. He wasn't having it that easy at all, you feel me? So.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, how many years would you say you've been perfecting your craft for at this point?
Shit, man, as the years go, it's going to always be perfecting. You know what I mean? I don't feel like nobody can ever have the perfect craft. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be perfecting. You always got to learn how to perfect your shit better. So every year that go by, I'm still perfecting my craft.
Yeah, but there might be people that say, okay, I've been rapping for a while, but I took it serious the last 3 years. You understand?
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, then I'll say like the last about 5, 6 years is when I've been like strictly just, you know what I mean, focused on strictly music and pursuing it all the way. And like I say, I'll be trying to do it, but these streets get in the way.
Do you remember your first rap or what you were rapping about back then?
My first rap, I did a song for my mama, this little song with Akon. It was called, damn, I should have like 11 years ago. It was called, damn, I forgot the name of it, but it was like basically a song for mama.
It was on an Akon beat or was featuring Akon?
Featuring Akon.
Your first song ever?
My first song, yeah.
How did that happen? How'd you get Akon on?
DJ Prezi he was working with all these artists and they would send him tracks, you know what I mean? They'd send him hooks, they'd send him all type of shit, you know what I mean? And the track with Akon, Prezi was like, yo, you'll kill this. Yeah, Akon on the hook, you feel me? And I did it for my mom.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, when you're in the studio, top 3 things you need in the studio?
Water, weed, and good energy around me.
What strain of weed?
Marijuana? OG. I need OG only, man. I need that gas. Yeah.
Now, what does that do for you exactly in the studio?
It relaxes me. It gets my mind right. It calms me down. It definitely keeps me cool.
Do you need it? Are you always smoking when you're in the studio?
I don't need it, but I always smoke. I always smoke. Nah, I definitely need it, man. I got a fucked up temper, man. So I gotta keep it real. I got a fucked up temper. Like, if I don't smoke, man, I get the raging. Like, I get the tripping. So yeah.
Have you recorded music sober?
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a difference between your sober recordings and your under the influence?
I would definitely say I get more done when I'm high, but then when I'm sober, it'd be more so all my serious music coming out, like dead, like all my emotions, all my feelings come out when I'm just completely sober. You know what I'm saying?
Craziest studio story, if you have one.
Craziest. Meeting Cee-Lo, you know what I'm saying? Like, and having the big studio room and Cee-Lo had to settle for the B room. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of the moments that it felt so good to me. You feel me? Like, cause we was in Ozone in Vegas, and I had the A room, and I was working on my project and was filming and everything. And Cee-Lo, V. Bosman, Caviar, the producer, they was working on the Goody Mob album, the last Goody Mob album. They was doing it out there, and they had the B room, I had the A room, and Cee-Lo, like, he came and sent Cavi, you know what I mean? Shout out Cavi, I fuck with him. He sent Cavi to the room to see who was in the A room and why they wasn't, you feel me? So Cavi came, checked out the music, you feel me? Cee-Lo came in, Cee-Lo liked the music, introduced me to V. Bosman, I met her. She liked the music, you know what I mean? It was cool, and Cee-Lo gave me tickets to the Lil Barazzi show at the Planet Hollywood.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And he gave me front row seats, gave me the Tyga bottles every time I came to the show, you feel me? Like, it was all love, and that was one of my, like, one of the moments I cherish to this day, you feel me? It always made me feel good when I think about it.
What about him on a track? Can we get that to happen?
Oh, man, hell yeah. Shit,
you might want him on a song instead of the tickets.
For real, like, seriously.
Now, what's your recording process like? Are you writing these records pen and pad or on the phone, or is it like freestyling and punching in type of thing?
Definitely not freestyling. I'm not one of them who can freestyle like that. everything is from scratch, from the production to the music. You know what I'm saying? So I get the beat structured first after I chop it up with the engineer, let them know the vibe I'm feeling. And we get the beat made, and then from there, I just start writing. And from writing, I go right in the booth and get it done.
What's the average time you spend on a song?
About 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Most songs you recorded in one studio session?
4 songs. 4 songs.
How do you deal with writer's block? Like that moment you get when you're stuck on an idea, stuck on the record?
And I really don't know how to deal with it to this day. Like when I get writer's block, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like, I'll see you tomorrow or something later on. It's like when I still don't know how to get over it.
What's the longest you worked on a song? Meaning like you started on it, you might have had writer's block, you put it down, you get back to it eventually, finish it.
Shit, about 2-3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. That was the song Lotto I got. It was just a different process because writer's block. When I got the beat done, I did the first verse, and after the first verse, I got stuck. You know what I'm saying? My mind wasn't working, none of that shit, and I had to bounce, and I came back, still I couldn't even work on it, you know what I mean? And I just gave it a couple weeks and came back and got it done.
Now I'm sure you come across a variety of beats. Has there been any beat that you received that you passed on that became a bigger song for somebody else?
That I passed on, that became a bigger song for somebody else? Shit. It was a couple of them, man, honestly, that, and it was crazy. The Rack City.
You had the Rack City beat, the Tyga record?
My boys, DJ and Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas, like, I was about to get some beats from them niggas and shit, you feel me? And they let me hear that beat. And it wasn't even completely done either, you know what I'm saying? And they let me hear that. And I could have had that, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't. And that was one of the songs I made a mistake on.
The Tyga Rack City?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one from Molly Martin.
Wow, that could have been yours.
That could have been cool. Like, that would have been a dope beat. But I doubt I would have did what they did with it anyway. Like, and that's something I could be honest about. Rack City came out, and I doubt I would have did what they did with that beat anyway. So.
Any other beats that became bigger songs for others?
I'm trying to think, man. Because there was a couple of them, man.
That's the biggest.
That was the biggest. That's one to this day I'll be like, damn, that's crazy.
So how did you hear it? You heard it on the radio or something?
Yeah, well, I'm cool with Jazz. I'm Jimmy, DJ, all them over there, like, cool as shit, Franny. And when I heard Rack City, it was at a Molly Martin studio. I heard it there, and then I heard it on the radio. And when I heard it on the radio, that's when I was like, oh, goddamn, that's that beat.
Did you think it was going to be as big as it was?
No, I didn't. I mean, not because it was just the structure, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it definitely did what it had to do, for sure. Like.
Now, what's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog music that's been released that people can actually listen to if they want to right now?
I would say Bring It To You currently. It's on my SoundCloud.
What's that about?
Basically one of them songs where people don't understand, you always hearing about what they go through, their stories, their trial tribulations, always helping them, but they never even hear what the fuck you going through, never even care to hear what you're going through, never care to ask if you need help, none of that. So it's one of them songs where it's like, you know what I mean, you always ask for the, you know what I mean, my help and all that shit, but y'all never ever ask me what I'm going through, so just venting basically.
Risk versus reward, what's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
Doing music was the risk because the amount of time, money, and everything you gotta sacrifice, especially being independent. That's the risk, period. You know what I mean? You taking away from your family and everybody, like, just to try to get the next opportunity and just to try to be the next big whatever. And shit, that shit don't happen overnight.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, definitely worth it, but the time of it, no. The sacrifices of this type of shit, like, no. We had to, like, really do some serious shit. We had to hurt a lot of people, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got some serious phone calls, like, from niggas, like, coming to Cali, coming to Vegas, whatever, like, oh, these niggas about to pull up, like, period. You know what I mean? We handling it. Like, all that shit, man, over with. You niggas got tired of that. So, them sacrifices, I don't feel like it was worth it.
Proudest accomplishments so far in your music career?
Being able to say I've been on tour. You know what I'm saying? Being able to say I've been on tour and I really performed in front of a mass amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I've always been happy to say I've done, you know what I'm saying, as an artist and as a human being. And shit, working with you, man, like, period. You already know that, though.
Biggest failure so far in your music career?
Trusting people, man. Trusting people, giving people your time, your energy, your money, You feel me? Like, your investments, that's a lot of them is my biggest failures.
How does one protect themselves from dealing with the wrong people, like you mentioned?
Strictly business. Strictly business. Like, once you get all that friendly shit, all that mixing business, we're putting that's out. Strictly business.
What's the biggest misconception of you? What's one thing people think about you that's not true?
Everybody think I'm mean. You know what I mean? Everybody think I'm just violent. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a good person all the time. I'm a good soul, good spirit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people see me in them environments and see me, you know what I mean, do certain shit because of, like I said, them type of phone calls in these industries, scary cats, you know what I'm saying, needing protection or whatever case may be behind the scenes, like, so it'd be that type of shit.
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Being dead. Like, that was crazy. My mama got a call about it, you know what I'm saying, it was dumbass rumors on Twitter and Facebook. Me and my little brother was dead, like, fuck my mama head up, you feel me?
What question do you hate to answer?
I really don't even, I ain't hatred towards no questions, man. I'm open to whatever. I ain't even got nothing to hide.
Do you care what people think of you?
I definitely don't. I don't give a damn.
Why not? Some people do.
Because I know who I am, you know what I'm saying? I know personally, I ain't even had to do nothing sucker, you know what I mean? I ain't had to do no clown shit. I know I've been real, I've been authentic, you know what I mean? Everything I did has been genuine, so I don't really, that shit don't bother me.
What about music-wise? Do you care what they think?
Definitely don't. Yeah, all my music comes from my heart, you know what I mean? It's all from the gut.
What are your keys to success?
My first key is, man, just trying to grind, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to stay focused grinder. It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to be positive, you know what I mean, and want to do it more, you know what I'm saying? And my second key is just really, really, really God, man. God, giving everything to Him, giving everything to God.